Do you ever feel alone? Maybe like God isn't answering your prayer. Like you've been praying to him, you've been asking him for stuff, and maybe he isn't showing up in some type of way in your life, or maybe something isn't going your way in life. Well, we're gonna get into the Psalms here today, and we're gonna read a little bit about this. Um, this is a Psalm of David crying out to God, asking God, "Will you please hear me? Will you hear my prayer?" And we're going to kind of see what Scripture has to say about this topic. And you guys can let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Before we get into it, just a few housekeeping notes. I got this new mic, and so I'm kind of playing around with the sound settings on it. So, guys, definitely let me know what I need to change in the comments or what doesn't sound quite right. And with that, we're going to go ahead and get into it. We left off last time reading through Psalms 3, so we're going to start in Psalm 4. Psalm 4. Answer me when I call. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me. Hear my prayer. O men, how long shall my honor be turned into shame? How long will you love vain words and seek after lies? But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Be angry and do not sin. Ponder your own hearts on your beds and be silent. Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. There are so many who say, "Who will show us some good?" Lift up the light of your face upon us, O Lord. You have put more joy in my heart than they have when their grain and their wine abound. In peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Chapter 5. Lead me into your righteousness. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my groaning. Give attention to the sound of my cry, my King and my God. For to you do I pray. O Lord, in the morning you hear my voice. In the morning I prepare a sacrifice for you and watch for you. For you are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil may not dwell with you. The boastful shall not stand before your eyes. You hate all evildoers. You destroy those who speak lies. The Lord abhors the bloodthirsty and the deceitful man. But I, through the abundance of your steadfast love, will enter your house. I will bow down toward your holy temple in the fear of you. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness. Because of my enemies, make your way straight before me. There is no truth in their mouth. Their innermost self is destruction. Their throat is an open grave. They flatter with their tongue. Make them bear their guilt, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Because of the abundance of their transgressions, cast them out, for they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever sing for joy, and spread your protection over them, that those who love you in your name may exult in you. For you blessed the righteous, O Lord. You covered them with favor as with a shield. All right, y'all. That was Psalm 4 and 5. So I kind of want to talk about it a little bit now, and let's kind of like dissect it a little bit, and let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I find this like really interesting. So I kind of started out this video with the question, like, do you feel alone? Like, do you feel like God maybe isn't answering you, or maybe he's far from you, or maybe things just aren't working out? Um, but like looking back at this, like he's talking to God in a place of distress, like a place of like brokenness, right? I mean, he's like, consider my groaning. Uh, Give attention to the sound of my cry. And that's in Psalm chapter 5. But he's like broken and he's like calling out, and he's like a broken dude. And I'm like, I take that and I think about it, and I'm like, how am I approaching the Lord? You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna have joy in life and you're gonna be happy at certain times, and then you're gonna be sad at certain times, and all of that might go into affecting your prayer life. You know what I mean? But it's like the main point is when you realize the weight of your sin and the cost that the Lord paid in order to deliver you from that sin. It's like, oh my gosh, you kind of have to just like sit back in your chair a little bit and recenter and be like, how am I talking to God? Am I treating him as a genie? Am I trying to just get what I want in life? Or am I like earnestly praying, like, God, like your will be done in my life? Like, use me, like, turn me into the man or woman that you created me to be, that you always wanted me to be. All right, and let's look at this one too. Back in chapter 4, verse 4 says, be angry and do not sin. Ponder in your own hearts on your beds and be silent. Right? So it literally says, be angry, but do not sin. So a lot of times you think of like anger, you think of like blowing off the top, you think of just, you think of sin when you think of being angry. But Jesus had righteous anger when he was here on this earth. He flipped tables in the synagogue because they were, it was all about money when it should have been a place of worship. So his anger was justified. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to have these different types of emotions. But it says, do not sin. So it's what you do with that anger. Is it a justified anger, or is it just like is it a vengeful anger? Because that's not what you want. All right, and now let's look at Psalm 5 and analyze this one. So it says in verse 4, you are not a God who delights in wickedness. Evil may not dwell with you. Okay, this brings us back to the heart of the gospel. Like, we, by the nature of our sin, are wicked and evil people, and we are not able to dwell with God. Okay, but it continues in verse 7. But I, through the abundance of your steadfast love, will enter your house. Like, how beautiful is that, guys? I will bow down toward your holy temple in the fear of you. Why do we have fear of him? Because we are sinful creatures committing cosmic treason to a holy God who literally created everything. Everything up in space, all the different planets and solar systems and galaxies that we don't even know what's out there, and everything down to the smallest insect, the smallest bacteria here on Earth, or deep down inside the oceans. Like, there's so much, guys, that he created, and that God loves you so much, he couldn't imagine heaven without you. That's why he put on flesh, he came down, and he died for you. So that we could be with him, so that we could bow down towards his holy temple. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And that's what's so cool about the Psalms, is this is written, I don't even know how many years before Jesus actually came. But everything in the Old Testament points towards Christ. It points towards God coming down to his people, dwelling among his people, dying for his people so that he could bring his people back with him and we could dwell in his presence. It's a beautiful thing. All throughout every single book in the Old Testament, it all points to Christ. And that's what I want to reveal through this study. That's what we want to do here at Daily Bread. Like, I want to analyze the good news of the gospel through Bible reading. And that's just my hope. I hope to have a discussion down in the comments so we can all talk about these kind of things. All right, now let's look at one of the last verses here in chapter 6. This is going to start in 11. So, But let all who take refuge in you rejoice. Let them ever sing for joy, and spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may exult in you. For you bless the righteous, O Lord. You cover them with favor, as with a shield. And I think this is really beautiful. Like, guys, here's like a deeper thought about this, right? Like, sometimes you read this and you're like, oh, well, I should be righteous. I should do good works so that I can receive this blessing, so that he will cover me like a shield, so that I will have prosperity. I like the prosperity gospel, right? In my life. Like, that's a selfish way of like looking at it. And the thing is like God knows the intent of your heart. He knows the posture of your heart. Okay? So it's time to surrender these type of thoughts and feelings to him. Like, we got to have Christ hold captive our minds and reshape our minds and mold us into his image. And we can't be our own person. Like, the world says, like, follow your path, like, follow your truth, like, be true to yourself. That's a big one. Be true to yourself. It goes totally opposite of what the Bible actually says. No, we're supposed to deny ourselves. We're supposed to deny our flesh, crucify our flesh as he did on the cross, and pick up our cross and follow him. Okay? And it's like, we should strive for righteousness because of what he did for us on the cross. Once you realize the cost, the price that was paid for you to be with him, you have no other reaction but righteousness, but to serve him. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's something that keeps getting revealed to you over your life, and you have to pray every single day, like, God, reveal your glory to me. Like, put a hedge of protection around me. Like, keep me safe from my flesh, from the world, like, from the evil one, from the enemy. And keep me in your presence. Remind me of the gospel. You have to pray this every day, guys, when you wake up. Remind me of the gospel today. Keep it fresh on my mind, because we are such forgetful creatures. Alright, guys, I kind of want to end this video on that note. I think going forward, I'm going to cut it down a little bit depending on how long each, chapter is. But maybe I'll do 1 to 2 Psalms of reading per time, and then kind of discuss it a little bit, ask you guys some questions. Like, I want to hear your feedback in the comments. So let's keep the conversation rolling, and let's keep getting this daily bread. We'll see you guys in the next video. Love y'all.